Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GoSmack webinar series this morning. I'm Tasha here. Our topic for today is indeed an interesting topic, especially during this recovery movement control order. I would like to first and foremost congratulate every one of you who have taken the wonderful initiative to learn a new skill not only for yourself, but also for the good of your organizations and also for your clients. Before we kick off with our first presenter today, a few quick reminders so that we could learn and enjoy today's webinar without much interruptions. Please remember to mute your mic so that your secrets are not being heard by all of us. Please do keep calm and stay connected in the event that we have an internet interruptions. Please show your love and encouragement to our two young presenters who have worked very hard to prepare this webinar especially for you. Kindly check on your microphones and speaker setting in case if you can't hear our presenter's voice. You can check on the more option button with three horizontal dots which is located in between the chat button and cross button in red. Or else if you can't solve the problem, you can right away drop message in our chat box and our technical team will guide you. We would like to invite all the participants to join on our Global Business Network WhatsApp group. As you can see, we have provided the QR code to join on our WhatsApp GBN group. The main objective of our GBN WhatsApp groups are to learn, interact, and participate in the webinars and activities conducted by peers, industry, and thought leaders. Get access to webinar links, mentoring, resource, and to get the support. And also to get the material of our presentation together with our presentation recording. And the last, gets information for a future webinar. So kindly join us on our GBN WhatsApp group for the more updates. With that, let me introduce our first presenter, our young and restless and always talented Mr. T. Over to you, T.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ted. Welcome to our webinar today. Today, I would like to talk about video CRM for the new normal. We can see from this topic, there are three things that.
Sorry, Mr. T, we can't hear you.
Sorry, sorry about that. Noted. Alright. Good morning to everyone. My name is Ted. Welcome to our webinar for today. Today, I would like to talk about video CRM for the new normal. Today, we can see from this topic there are three things we like to pay attention to, which are video, CRM, and the how and the new normal. I would like to talk them separately before we enter today's topic. Actually, we have a total 8 CRM module as you can see within the site right now. But for today, I will be showing you the video CRM. So let's talk about CRM for the audience who might not understand, or some of you have already understood what the CRM is. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management System. It's an approach or a way to manage an organization interaction with customer. In short, CRM is to build and manage the relationship between customer and the organization. Anyway, when it comes to customer, it's not just about your current customer. It can also be included the potential customer or the competitor customer. As an organization that is trying to succeed, you should study about and try to have good relationship with your potential customer and competitor customer too. Other than that, CRM is not just apply for business and organization. For government or parliament, they also need to study too. So in this case, their C will become the citizen relationship management. which is between the citizen and the constitute. As a government, you need to manage a good relationship between you and your citizen. You need to listen to their voice. It is the same for the constitute as a parliament. So you need to understand what they want by communicate with them so that the constitute will continue to vote for you during the election. Next, the fundamental of CRM is database. If you don't have a customer database, you cannot start CRM. So CRM is to collect and analyze the customer data and information. With the customer data and information, which include their managed engagement history or the purchase history, we're going to use this data to improve the business relationship. Most importantly, you need a customer database to start with. By analyze the current data and information, you can also plan the customer-centric activity and offer the best fit product and services for them so that it attract them. For CRM, we also need to have the 3E. The first, which is the educate, is the most basic aspect of CRM. Because as an organization, you need to educate in terms of your current as well your potential customer about your product and services. You have to engage with your customer all the time. It's just like a relationship. You need to engage to keep the relationship alive. If not, your relationship will no longer be allowed. This applies to friendship as well. Or your relationship with family member. If you never interact or engage with them, the relationship will become fragile and weak and eventually will break. So it's the same concept when it comes to the relationship between the customer and the organization. If there is no engagement at all, you never appreciate your customer. The relationship will never be strong. On top of that, you also need to entertain your customer. Without engage and entertain your customer, you will never know your customer as well. So we as an organization, brand or manufacturer, business or brand, we need to know how to educate, engage, entertain our customer better. So what is likely to happen if you don't have CRM for this new normal? It's like the blindfolded person shooting the arrow or throwing a knife to target the apple or another blindfolded person. Hey, if you're into a business without proper planning or without a proper study about your customer, your business is most likely going to fail. Just like in this picture that I can showing on the slide, you are most likely to fail to hit the target. To be more precise, we need to educate and plan for it. If we don't do that, we just like the person in the picture, blindfolded, without any direction, shooting the arrow without having vision, most likely we will fail. Without CIN also, it is also like driving a car without a dashboard. You don't know how much fuel is left in the tank or how fast that your car is going. When it comes down to business, we don't have enough information about our customer as well our potential customer. It is just like driving a car without dashboard, which can be dangerous or too risky. Therefore, information is very important, especially when you gain the customer information easily by using the technology. So why don't you do it? Which is enable CRM for your company. Anyway, a relationship needs the contribution from both sides. It's like you cannot quick clap with one hand or you cannot tangle with another person. So CRM need the cooperation of organization and customer to succeed. We need the engagement from both sides to make things work. Anyway, we need to have good CRM so that the customer willing to engage and communicate with us. Communication is the key when it comes to the CRM. For that's my understanding for my CRM. So right now, let's talk about the new normal. For me, the business need to have three S, which is survive, sustain, and succeed. For this new normal, first of all, is to allow your business to survive in this crisis. If your business is able to survive on it, then it's time to let your business sustain it. Then your business might be able to succeed throughout the crisis. Because for the new normal, it is all about the shifting from the old normal to the new normal. So the organization has to adapt. Therefore, they can only survive, sustain, and succeed. So, what is for that? So what is happening today world? That new normal has forced us to make the changes faster. And what changes for the world or the society is forced to make? For example, the shift one, which is the physical shopping, to online shopping. Of course, before this crisis, we already have online shopping. But for the last few months, we don't really do physical shopping anymore, or rarely, because this crisis requires the consumer to stay safe by creating a contactless contact environment between people. Therefore, the shifting has become faster because of it. So the key question for this is, how do you create a winning virtual experience for the customer compared to other businesses? Therefore, we need a proper video CRM to manage the interaction between the customer and the business. This is our first shift due to the new normal. So next, the second shift is the local to global. Most of the business had to make changes and they can't just place their focus on the physical stores anymore. Therefore, they need to make their business go online. When your business goes online, it also means that it is time for you to compete with global businesses as well. Because online businesses means you have to compete with all the similar business on the internet on different platforms. So the key question here is, how do you compete well with global competition? Because you are no longer competing with the local shop anymore. You need to stand up from the other online business competitor. So this will be our second shift for this new normal. The third shift is the transaction to relationship. Because distance is no longer an issue or problem anymore. It's like right now, currently in this webinar right now, I can talk with you all from a very far distance in separate location as long as we have the internet connection. So what people value more in the future, it will be for the transaction to the relationship. Transaction is already happening in the past. People like to visit from the local shop all the time because it is quite near to their house or the area they stay nearby. Anyway, the shop can't recognize you because there is no relationship being built or there is no CRM. Because if you make multiple purchases from their shop, the shop will never try to understand their customer or appreciate them. But with the new normal, when you purchase an item online, usually you need to fill up your information for the delivery purpose as well for the contact tracing, which include the name, the order detail. You, as an organization, can actually make this information that help your businesses. For example, you find out their interest based on the item they have purchased so far. From there, you're able to analyze and plan ahead that your next campaign sales or how you're going to engage with your loyal customer or your potential customer in the coming future. So the key question here is, how do you win more customer by going beyond the transaction to relationship? So what is this video CRM all about? So video CRM is marketing plan that is designed to increase the audience engagement through a given video. Video is actually can boost the conversion and sales. If you think about it, the effectiveness of video is not even that surprising. After all, vision is our most dominant sense. Without vision, we can't see where we're going, and most of the information transmitted to our brain is visual. So if already picture can boost the engagement massively, imagine what moving picture can do to your businesses instead of just a static non moving object staying there. No one come to engage you while you are browsing through the shop. Yeah. So next, there are 87% of smart marketer has been using the video as a marketing tool till this day. We can also be that part of the 87% of that population based on the study. Before that, we have to understand why video marketing is so important and what are the benefits of video marketing can bring for us. So let us look at this in more detail. Statistics has shown that video marketing can help to increase sales because video can retain 90%, 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to the 10% when reading in a text. Secondly, while a picture paint 1,000 words, we truly believe that video capture a million's heart. Therefore, we must make good use of the video by embedding it in your website, as this may help to increase your website traffic by up to 55%. Thirdly, nowadays almost everyone will have a Facebook account or any other social media like Twitter that can browse for video. If video has shared to as many places as possible, it could potentially increase end user engagement by 33%. Now, you can get video to sell for your 24/7. Video marketing will be your brand builder because video could tell your brand story and highlight your industry, your past businesses, how you started off, and also engage with your customer directly. It is also a perpetual salesperson. Using the video as one of your business marketing tools can help you save costs as well because it sells 24/7, 365 days a year, and always very consistent. Last, it will be your lead generator. You can run a giveaway or contest or even invite the qualified lead to exclusive event just to attract more attention and audience. Our video CRM provide a dashboard for you to know your customer better. This gives you a better insight and learn more about your business performance. In addition to that, you will also find out a lot more about your customer or your potential customers. That's why video is very important too for customer relationship management so that you know what your customer like about your service or your product. Then you can improve on it or enhance further. Dashboard can also give you total visibility into your business. With your dashboard, you will know exactly what's going on in your business at all time. You know what's working and what's not working. For instance, your dashboard could show you exactly how your last video sent to your customer, or how many people watched the video, or how much sales did it bring in after they have gone through the video. Such answer will automatically appear on your dashboard. Compare this to most business owners who don't even know their video has attracted how many people to buy their product or who is their customer. Second benefit is to save the time. So how much time do you or your staff spend creating report in Excel sheet or other spreadsheet program? In your dashboard, the report is programmed to update in real time. Therefore, you or your staff do not need to manually create those reports. Thirdly, you can also improve the result. By having a dashboard, you will know how many people buy the product after they have watched the video. So, from there, you will know which of your product are the most popular among your customer. Then you can, based on your customer need, and take the next action to attract them better. Fourth is to increase the profit. As discussed, your dashboard will show you exactly which area of your business are performing poorly. When you know this, you know exactly where to focus your time to increase the result. Conversely, your competitor probably don't know about this. Thus, they spend their time in the wrong area. By knowing precisely what's working in your business and what's not, it's simple to just increase both sales and as well your profit for your organization. Our video CRM platform also provided call to action button for your customer so that they can share the video to any social media for their friends and family when they think the product are very interesting. So they want to share it with their friends or their family. They can also like the video if they found out your promote video is interesting. They can then access your website directly from the video itself without having to look at the company name because it kind of has a you have to go and type and search everything. So in the video content, then Google search your website. Beside that, your customer can also buy your products while they also watching the video. This is very convenient for those interested in your product when they can buy the product right away without going to your store or visit the website and browse for their interest product among the long line list. For some of the customers who are interested or want to know more about your product or services, they can always leave their contact information. Then later on, you can contact them separately and answer their question or inquiry. With our video CRM platform, you can know wherever your customer has helped you to share out your video to your friend or family. We will know who they share to. After the video, click on the link and register as a member. You can also find more information such as where the customer come from, what devices they use, which platform they're using, or even which browser they use to watch video as our backend is tracking all this information in real time and then compile it in the form of dashboard for easy viewing. Then from there you can study and engage further. So before we start the live demo, I like to end my talk here and hand it over to Miss Tasha. She will introduce the next presenter, Mr. Danny. He will gradually show you what our video CRM can do and explain in detail about it as what I described and I show you talk about earlier. So thank you for listening.
Thank you for the sharing, Mr. T. Hope you have enjoyed and learned from the first presenter as much as I do. We will now continue with the second presenter of today's webinar. To share with us on the second presenter, let's put our hands together to welcome the one and always ready Mr. Danny. Over to you, Danny. Danny, are you there? Okay, dear audience, kindly keep calm because I think there is a technical error. So we will get back to you within a few seconds. Mr. Danny, are you there?
So, uh, very sorry about that. My colleague having some technical difficulty. So, Rohan, I will share first on the live demo. So, 2 seconds.
All, I'm Danny here. Sorry for the interruption. There's some technical issue from my side, but it's okay. Let's move on. So as just now, we have this in-video platform. So today I would like to do a demo about it. So for this video, it's not an ordinary video. You can have many action buttons to interact with, and you can perform different kind of actions. As Tay said just now, you can buy the item while watching the video, and there's also a dashboard to capture the statistic and the data from the backend. So before I show you how to set up a video with buttons, let us go through the video first. And of course, before we set up a video, we must have a video first. So right now, imagine we are the Samsung organization, and we have a video ready to promote our product. This is this video about Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. So let us watch the video before we proceed to the next stage.
First, we invented the folding smartphone. Now, we reimagined it. Meet Galaxy Z Flip. Its design doesn't follow the rules. It breaks them, starting with the laws of physics. Yep, we folded glass. Yes, glass. We made a leap. From polymer screens to ultra-thin glass technology. It's crystal clear, stunning inside and out. When folded, Z Flip's the size of this, and this. But when folded open, it nearly doubles in size. Whoa. Standing out and getting people talking.
What's that thing?
That thing is a hideaway hinge. It's our smallest yet, and our most durable. So it lasts. Fold after fold after fold. You get the point.
What about dust?
And dirt. Simple. We built a tiny mechanism that helps protect the phone. We call it Sweeper Tech. It works with cam motion to let your device move freely, locking in any position. From here to here. Exactly. Now all smartphones take photos, but not like this. Z Flip changes the camera experience. It's more than the perfect picture. It's a brand new way to use a camera.
This is the most important part.
And since Z Flip stands up,
What do you want?
you can chat like never before. But when you're finished talking,
I'll call you back.
you have the screen space to do more. Built from the bottom up, you can control an app on the lower half while viewing it on the top. Or do two things at once. And if all of that is not enough, Z Flip lets you take the cinema with you.
Go on.
Its display is 21.9 by 9.
Go on.
That's like 15% more screen.
Impressive.
Z Flip isn't just a smartphone, it's a breakthrough. With a design that stands alone, it changes the shape of the future by putting a smaller shape in our pockets.
So welcome back. So as you can see, this video is introducing the product, and we can see at the right hand side there's a Now play with the buttons on your screen. So you can see actually there's a lot of buttons for us to interact with. So let's go through the button one by one. The first button is called survey. So we can actually answer the survey here while we watching the video. So this is one of the good way for the merchant to capture the customer feedback. You can just provide them a survey here and then they can answer the question while watching the video. Because this is a picture-in-picture mode, so they don't need to open a new browser to open a new tab to answer the survey question. For example, I answer a question now. What mobile OS are you considering for your next phone, Android? When do you purchase your current phone? And 6 to 12 months? And how much are you looking to spend for your next smartphone purchase? 1,000 ringgit to 2,000 ringgit. This is how you compare a survey while watching a video. It is so simple. Only a few clicking, then can do it. So the second button is called buy. So buy is the shop button. And here we can buy a product instantly because video from the past is mostly for branding, for promoting some product or company. But right now we can actually use the video as our salesman, as Ted said just now. You can actually buy the product while watching the video. Also, this is also in the picture-in-picture mode, so we can just do it instantly while we're watching the video. So we also can click this button. The third button is called Contact Me. So here you just fill out your information, and then you just click Submit. And then the organization will receive the message and try to contact you as soon as they can. So the fourth button is Call Us. So you can see there's a phone number here. We'd love to hear from you. Please call us at. You can just click the phone number. If you are using your phone and watching this video, don't worry, it also have the call session button. And when you use your phone, click the call us button, it will paste the phone number to your call. So this is the first four button. So the fifth button is called location. Location is we can see all the store that sell this product, Galaxy Z Flip, the location of the store of their retail outlet that's nearby to your current location. We can see it from the location button here, which is from the Google Map. So you just click it and then you can see which shop is nearest to you. So the sixth button is called Rate Us. So it's let you to provide feedback, like you provide like to the Facebook post or like to the YouTube video. You also can provide your feedback here. Thanks for your reading. So the seventh button is called Share. From Share, you can actually share this video through the social media platform. But Share button not just can share it for the friends just for fun because you want to share your happiness with them. Also, when you are hosting a giveaway contest, for example, as a Samsung member, I want to win the prize because if I share the video, which is this video, Samsung Galaxy Flip, it can increase the chance of me to win the prize. So to do that, it's encouraged us to join as a member and then share the post to the social media. So right now, let us try to share the video on the Twitter. So imagine we have a giveaway contest. So the criteria to win the contest is join as a member and share the video and make as many people become a member as you can. So in some way, you ask your customer to do the promotion for you because they want to win the contest. They are sharing your video to the public. but it also help us to promote the product, right? So we just reward them with the price and they help us do the promotion. So this is how the call to action button works. So right now, let me introduce the platform. Let me introduce the platform, which is in video. It's a back-end platform to let you set up the video and button and stuff. Of course, you cannot create your video here. You need to have your video prepared before you do anything about it. So imagine we have a video. For example, this is a video, Galaxy Gypsy, and we want to set up with the button now. So we can click add new to create the video from the scratch, or we can click the full set in video, which is a in template for us to no need to design from the scratch. It has some button already set out in here because, for example, if we click the add new, so now the thing is filled up, and yes, this is the default buttons. So this is how you the example of click add new, and you are this create a in video from scratch. So, or you can click the full set in video, which already provide a template for you. For example, the title, the description, the merchant list depends on what merchant you are, and you create a link for the video. You can upload your own video, or you can paste the video from YouTube to here. For example, I have a video. So I can just paste the link here. Maybe the video is too long just now. So for example, I want to use this video and okay, there's some technical issue, but let's move on first. So here you can set out your button here. For example, the first button survey, as you can see, the first button survey, you can set out the survey button here. So there's also a survey list to let you choose the list of the question. So you might need to see which question is belong to you, which set of question is belong to you, and then you choose it. And the second button is called short. So it's just like the button here, short. So you just paste your product links here, and then the picture in picture, you can choose to enable it. So if you enable the picture in picture, it will, when you click the button, it will be like this instead of open a new tab. So location is the fifth button. So it's also the same thing. You just choose the type with the map, and you paste the link here. So you also enable a picture in picture. That's why you're not going to open a new browser, new tab. So same for other buttons like contact me, and we see just now, or call us, and rate us, share. So that's how you set up the button in our portal. So right now, so as I said just now, when we perform all of this action, there's a dashboard actually capture all the data from the backend. So to show that, to present that, we have a in-video dashboard to capture all the statistics. So here, when we click here, there's a few information we want to see, we want to alert. So the first thing is the video views. It's like the YouTube video views and how many people view your video. Like the last 7 days, you have 28 views of your video. And the amount of interaction of your button, how many times your button is being interact, and registration, and how many people is registered as a member when they click the share button. So as I said just now, you can click the button here and you can see I join as a member. You can join a member here. But since I already joined as member, so it shows my name. Welcome back, Chong Jia is here. So this is the first three things in the dashboard. So the next thing we want to see is called link source. So link source, link source let us know how the user access to the video. For example, maybe they get the video URL from YouTube. Maybe they get the video URL from Facebook. Or maybe they get the video URL from Twitter. So to prove that, like just now, I already shared a video on the Twitter. So right now we see the number is 24. So imagine we click the video right now. So and we refresh this dashboard. And it becomes 26. Maybe I entered twice just now. So as you can see, when we enter the link from different platform, it will increase the number and the link source help us to track the user come from which platform. So as a business organization, you can actually use this link source to see which platform is the most helpful for you to promote your product. But when you talk about the platform, these are all the online platform, for example, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and WeChat. But we can also make the offline link source, for example, event, magazine, or newspaper. So how are we going to achieve the offline link source? We just need to print the QR code and print it on the magazine page, on the event, or the newspaper. And it will also help us to track the link source. The user or the visitor just need to scan the QR code. They can also access to the video. So yes. So the second thing is the call to actions button. So just now we can see there's a 7 button here. So we can see here which button is being interacted most. For example, maybe the call us button being interacted most for some reason. Other than that, we can also capture some data here. As I present just now, we answer the survey question here. So when we click the survey, and here, we can actually capture the user name and the answer that they answered just now. So it proves that the dashboard actually capture the data at real time. For example, just now I picked the Android, the 6 to 12 months ago, and 1,000 ringgit and 2,000 ringgit. So these are the answers that I have chosen just now. So this is how you check the call to action button. You also can see where are your user come from by their IP address. For example, maybe the Malaysia is the because we are in the Malaysia, right? So it's normal. Malaysia has the highest amount of viewer. We also see the device, what device they are using while they are accessing to our video. Maybe they are from using desktop, maybe they are using mobile, or maybe they are using tablet. You can also see what are the operating system, what the platform they are using. For example, Microsoft Windows, Android, or iPhone, iOS, or Apple Mac. You can also see what are the browser they are using. For example, Google Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, and Firefox. So this is the first page of the dashboard. So what about the first page? where is the second page and third page? And you can see on the left hand side, there's a interaction details here. So when we click it, you can see when the visitor visit your video. So you can see their name and email and their phone number. Other than that, you can also see what call to action button they are interact with. For example, this user, he interact the share button, survey button, shop button. You can also see this user, he come from what link source, for example, Twitter. So there's last thing I want to show is registration details. So here is something that's similar with the interaction detail just now, but this is the customer that become member under your merchant. So how they become member? So it's just like just now, I click the share button and I join the member here, and their information will be recorded here. So as we see just now, when I register, the three things that I need to fill up is name, email, phone number. So here you can see these three information is also here. But there's other things that we want to pay attention to. For example, referral, generation, number of referral, and list ranking. So let's start with referral. So what is referral? So referral is something like, for example, Desmond Tan, he joined as a member because he referred from the link of Chong Jia. It means Chong Jia share the share the video link to the Twitter, and Desmond Tan see the link and he click the link and he joined as a member. So Desmond Tan joined as a member and it is referred from Chong Jia. So when we click the number of referral, so we can see this person here, Kenneth Dev, he have 3 referrals. So we can click the 3 or we right click it and view refer and click here, view referrals. You can see there's 3 person join the Samsung member because of the sharing of Kenneth Dev. For example, Hidua James, Kenneth Lee, Kenny Ojera, they become Samsung member because of the share post of Kenneth Dev. And they come from same link source, which is Telegram. So this is how the referral work. The second thing I want to show is generation. So generation is like the generation tree. It shows the generation of the sharing process. For example, Ramasamy Matamudu, he joined as a member because of the share post of Kevin only, but this is already the 10th generation. Means before this process, there are 9 generations because of this sharing process. So when we click the number 10 here, you can see this is a generation tree. You can see the Ramasamy Matamudu is joined as member because of the sharing post of Kevin only. And Kevin only joined the merchant member because of the share post of Vinny Lau. And we can scroll down to the bottom. You can see the Tommy Tay is the first person to share this post to the social media. And after that, there's a 10th generation because of his share post. So he's the ambassador here. So this is how the generation trace work. You can trace the generation of the sharing process. So the last thing I would like to show is the list ranking. So list ranking is like a point system. So see who who is earning the highest point. So as I said just now, when you host a giveaway contest, the person who you want to reward your most hardworking potential customer. So to do that, we can use list ranking. For example, Kenneth Dev has 91 points. So how he earned the points? So we just click the numbers here. So there's a survey price for that because he interact with the button, so he earns some points. Other than that, you can see there's a referral here. So when he share posts to his friends on social media and make them become a member, if you help him to earn points. So when you make more people join as a member under your sharing, you can earn more points. So when you host a giveaway contest, you see who customer has the highest point, then he shall win the contest, right? Because he's the most hardworking customer. So this is how you arrange it and how you decide the winner. So here we go through referral, generation, and list ranking. So this is the dashboard that capture the back end of the process. So it will be the all my demo. So we have go through the video and the dashboard. So the video is basically he in charge of the front end process. For example, the button for the customer to interact with. So the dashboard it just capture all the data from the backend. So we need the cooperation from both side, front end and back end, so we can make the in video works. So let us proceed. So if you sign up with us, as you can see just now, our in video is a 24 times 7 salesperson. It works 24 hours and 7 days, and it is consistent. It never rests as long as the URL is there. So this is one of the cheapest way to boost revenue because you don't need to pay salary for your salesman. Your video do the sales for you or your customer if they help you to share the video. And there's also a dashboard to support the backend process, which we can have the data analytics and analysis. Yes. So this is the benefit of signing up with us. For that, it concludes my presentation. I hope you guys enjoy and understand. And right now, I will pass back the duty to Tasha. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Danny, for your wonderful effort. Okay, before we proceed with the Q&A session, I would like to remind again for those who still not joined our GBN WhatsApp group yet, kindly join us using this QR code on your left-hand side if you are still not joined our GBN group. So now let's move to the Q&A session. Audience, if you have any question, you can right away drop your questions in our chat box, or else you can even unmute your mic and you can ask directly on your questions, or you have any doubts or you don't understand anything. So I will over to the audience now. You can ask questions. We'll be happy to answer for you. The audience, is there any questions you can ask now, or else you can also join our GBN group and you can drop your questions there. Oh, yeah. There is a question from Mr. Jeremy. What's the cost like? So, team, could you please answer Mr. Jeremy on the cost? Yep. Mr. T, or are you there? Yep. Thanks, Mr. T. And is there any other questions from the audience? Okay. If you guys have any question, you can also send the questions to our GBN group. We will answer from you. And since there is no any question, then it's yeah, we are almost on the time now. So I really hope that today you have known a boost sales and engagement with a video. And thanks once again for joining us this morning. We hope you have enjoyed our webinar as much as we have enjoyed hosting this webinar for you. Before I forget, for those who still not joined our GBN group, do not forget to join us because we will provide all our recording in our GBN group later on. So remember, when the goings get tough, the tough gets going, and in every crisis, life creates opportunity. We look forward to seeing you again in our next webinar. Keep the spirit up, stay safe, keep well, and we will see you again. Thank you. Terima kasih, Kesha and Nandri.